Hello, everyone. Hello. This is Ellen Campbell coming to you with Campbell's Creation. And today I'm just doing a little sew and chat using crumbs that I received from some very good friends. I thank y'all. Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all are awesome. And I have the box right here. And I'm using from this box. What I'm doing is making little piano keys. Scrappy, crummy, but that's what I'm working on. Um, the weather is not too good here, so let me see. Can I get a little bit more light turned on here? Okay, just a minute here. Hello, Beverly. How you doing? So glad you could join me. Let me get a little bit more light plugged up here. I always bring my little card. Ooh. I have to unplug something. Well, I didn't have to really, but I did. I unplugged that, and now my pedal has unplugged my light. Won't be long. Hello. Hi, Joyce. How you doing? She said, good morning, Miss Ellen. Good morning. I've been taking it easy, y'all. After my trip, which was a beautiful trip, the weather was so beautiful. And I was just trying to tell my sister and everybody how great the weather was and how my body was reacting to the weather. And it was just awesome. I'm just so surprised that I was able to do anything. Let's then go off the boat. It was wonderful. My sister was there right with us. My niece came along with us. Y'all have seen her in the chat before. Her name is Tora. She went with us to help me and my sister along the way, and it was great because it wasn't her first trip. It was our first trip, but she had experienced it a few times. Hello, everyone. Hello. Joy says, doing just fine. Thank you. Hi, Kim. How you doing? She said, hello, Miss Ellen. How you doing? So good to see you. I'm just doing some crumb piecing. Y'all see I'm not throwing these little pieces away. I mean, this is my go-to. My favorite go-to is my crumb. And to show you something else, I'm sewing them, but they're not coming out all even just yet. And that's not an issue for me because I can always trim them down. Can y'all see that? It's like a scrappy piano key. And this one is much bigger than the one I'm working on now. But they still can all be used for the same purpose. They are just scrappy. And I'm loving this. It helps me to relieve stress and anxiety. It helped me to calm down when I'm kind of in the midst of confusion or stress or something like that. But I'm not feeling confused or stressed today. I'm actually doing okay. It's just the arthritis fact been bothering me. And I have to go out later today to pick up my grandson. Kim says, I am much better. Surgery has released me finally, and no doctor's appointment till January. Oh my goodness. That's awesome news, Kim. That is so good. You know, don't none of my biggest stuff starts until January. They want to start me out on therapy before they'll go ahead and do the surgery. And for this month, I haven't received my shipment of medication because I just found out that my insurance has been switched over to another insurance. And I'm like, well, how'd they do that without notifying me? So now I have to wait and find out what medication changes I'll be getting. Good morning, Teresa Louise. I quilt too. How you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Miss Brenda. Hi, everyone. So I'm just working on some crumbs, and I love these crumbs, y'all. I don't care how small they are. I just love them. And the ones that is way too small for me to use, I'm still going to keep those because I'm going to make me a small mattress. And I'm making it the way my mom used to make them back in the day. Even though I'm not stuffing with cotton or anything, I'll be stuffing with the little scrappy fabrics I have. So I just love doing this. I turn my blocks from end to end until I get it the way I want them. I've been working on a few plans. I haven't been really sewing much, but I'm working on catching up on my UFOs. I have some quilts I need to finish, the tops, and once I can get them squared away, I begin to start doing some quilting using my cutie frame. Yes, I done purchased that thing. Now it's time to put it to work. I have so many quilt tops just stacking up and piling up on me, and I've been testing my skills, my levels of skills, seeing exactly how I need to do it and what I need to work on. Yeah. I have been doing a lot of drawing too, drawing different pattern designs and stuff by hand so I can build up that muscle memory. Because when you quilting and you get into a tight and you ain't got that muscle memory or that quick memory to remember how it goes, you're going to create a boo-boo. And to avoid that, I just take something small and practice on it first. I've been, I have a pattern that I draw, and I have a smaller version of it, but I got a bigger pattern as well that I made. And you know, I use this thing right here, this old school projector. I leave it in that chair and I draw my design out on a leaf protector. You get them at Walmart, the leaf protector, and then I put them on there and it projects it to the wall. I turn off the light, take my markers, and just draw out my design. And let me show y'all. I'm showing y'all early. Oh, and I have something I want to talk to y'all about too. Y'all see how big this is? This is a huge pattern that I have been drawing on and taping and working on. Now, I actually got to have two of these because this is just a pattern to me. It's the girl. When I was little, my sister and brothers and I used to sit and just draw stuff like this. And I have shown the smaller block on YouTube, and yeah, but it goes all the way down, so it'll be the full center of a bed. Let me get it folded back in. can just remember my sister working with me, teaching me how to draw certain stuff. And she had this habit of drawing the fist. Y'all remember the fist? Like the ones be on a pick, men hair pick. She used to love to draw that. And I thought she could draw just so good. And she would work with me. And I never forgot it. I could draw that. There's a few more things that I can draw that I haven't shared with y'all that I intend on sharing with y'all sometime, and just enjoying what I do. Now, this box here had some tiny, tiny squares, and I made them into a little square here, and I'm going to set them aside. I'm just going to set those aside and go back to my scripts. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Belching. Then my trip on the cruise was awesome. We stopped in Cozumel and Yucatan. And the people were so nice and so kind. They have an area already built or designed for the cruise lines shoppers. When you get off, they have malls just for you to go shopping in, I guess for safety reason. And I kind of liked that because I'm like, they thought about us. They want to keep us safe. And we was able to go with the ministry. And it was so good. They invited us to come back again. So I'm thinking about trying it again sometime in the near future. But they have a cruise coming up to Jamaica. And I'm like, oh, I've never been to Jamaica. That'll be something awesome. But then one of my nieces said, that's nice, Jamaica, but I done been there. She said, what would be awesome is going to Hawaii. And I'm like, Hawaii, home of the volcanoes. I would love to go to Hawaii. Let me see, can I catch up on some of these messages here? Okay, Brenda Foley said, hello, sweet lady. Hello, Brenda. Okay. Kim. Okay, I'm trying to just read what messages are for me. So glad you had a great cruise. I will be going to the Bahamas in January on a cruise. That is awesome, Beverly. I got to watch the fish jump up out the water because we had a balcony. Our cabinet had a connecting balcony. And we was able to get them to take down the divider that divided my sister cabinet from me and my niece cabinet. And it was awesome. We didn't have to open our door to go outside unless we wanted to. So we just used the balcony to go from room to room. We had an awesome time. I mean, the experience on a ship like that, you got to try it. You got to try it. You will love it. Especially when they doing discount season, you'll love it. Ooh, kind of hard to tell which side the wrong side, what side the right side. But I'm going to put it on here because this is how I make them long enough. I add on to some. I know I'm supposed to be on here my YouTube Tuesday, but I didn't get to do it Tuesday. My nurses have started to come visit me, and I was, under care of the nurses. I was in a lot of pain, and they was working with me. I thank God for visiting angels. So it don't exclude me from doing whatever I want to do, but my body don't let me do whatever I want to do. I still plan to start a community action soon as it warm up, get spring for me, and that involves traveling. Ooh, we. That involved traveling around my community, setting up a table and sew using my van. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, around about it. I'm so glad y'all could join me today. I have a huge passion for crumbs. Even this little piece of crumb here, y'all see that? I love that. I can take this crumb and that crumb and I'll put them together, and before you know it, I have a bigger crumb. It's just something I love to do. And I probably got all these qualities from my mother. I mean, I thank her. God bless her, sweetheart. I've been thinking about her a lot lately, too, y'all. Because if she hadn't taught me or, kept me into it or something that keep me engaged into sewing, I don't know where I would be or what I'll be doing. Some people, think they don't have skills or their skills is not good enough to be called a quilter or whatever. But I tell them, if you got a love for it, I mean, I don't claim to be no professional. I have a love for it from the hobbies and the skills of practicing it. And I changed my name on my YouTube channel sometime back to Camel's Creation Learning to Quilt, because I have always been a quilter, but I did it by hand. And doing it by hand is different from doing it by machine. And as I learned to do it by machine, I developed more skills. So I'm steady learning. I'm constantly learning as I provide what I have learned and skills that I already had or obtained through the years. That's why I'm here to share those. I just share. I love to share it. I love to teach others. And if somebody else got some skills or knowledge that I could use, do share it. I don't mind. I offer. My page is open for love and teaching and understanding. I have a couple children's gonna come in the weekend Saturday, and I'm gonna teach them how to make different stuff that they can learn to make and maybe sell and make them a few dollars, like scrunchies. See, I have these big old scrunchies here made up. And I have some more cut up. I just got a bunch of it cut up. And these the big heavy duty ones. And these are the small ones. And I do the barrettes and stuff, but I'm doing this so I can teach the younger generation. The ones that is coming up behind us, y'all. The ones that gonna be wanting to know about the different fabric types and the different quality of piecing and what you're using in the different threads. And I'm working with them now while they're young. That way, when they get bigger, life throw them a curveball. They might say, well, you know what? I don't know what it is I can do, and think about they have skills of sewing. And when you think about your skills in sewing, that's something you can fall back on. Even though it's a hobby, might be too late for me, but it ain't for the new generation coming up. And I've been had an issue. I've been trying to grow my channel, and I had somebody contact me about my subscribers. They said, "Oh, you got 177 videos, and you should be well over 1,000 subscribers now. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me do this." I said, "You know what? I don't really want any help if it ain't organic subscribers. I only want the help if that message, when they subscribe, come to my phone and I receive the notification that someone subscribed, then help me to do that." They couldn't do that. They couldn't supply it. And now they're making threats towards my YouTube channel. They want to do something awful to my YouTube channel. And I'm telling y'all now. So if anything happened to my channel, that y'all will know. It's a female, and I think she's from Docker, or I can't pronounce it or whatever. But these people overseas, they know how to hack into your channel. They know how to do what they want to do to your channel. So I'm telling y'all to be aware of that. Please be aware of it, because they will mess you up. They will mess you up, mess your channel up. They will report bad things about you to you. And I saved copies of I took copies of my messages. So yes, I want to be able to provide. I even tried to report it to YouTube. It's just things you have to do to protect your channel these days. And I'm like, I ain't making no money from YouTube. I'm just trying to help others. I mean, if she or whoever it is really needs some income or money or donations or something, I try to help other people with donations, especially if they have medical bills and sick and can't do for themselves. Sort of like in my condition. You go through things. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a surgery coming up. I don't know when that gonna take place, and I know I'm running off at the mouth too, y'all, but it's life. It's life. I mean, we go through a lot of stuff. It sucks, but what can we say? But thank you, Jesus. It had me looking back over my life, thinking about the things I went through, how God kept me and saved me from different circumstances that I could have been caught up in, y'all. Different circumstances. It's like things you don't even think of, things you're not even aware of, and things you think you're doing that meant for good to help somebody else come right back behind you and try to turn it and use it for bad against you. So if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. If you ain't never experienced anything like that, then this is the real world. People will try to take you down just because they can. They call you old ugly, nasty names, and you know what? That's fine. Call me names, whatever you want to call me, because if you ain't said Jesus Christ or the holiness in you, I ain't worried about none of the rest. It's just, I wanted to chat about this today. I really do. And it seems like a lot of things a lot of people I get befriend and get to know and stuff. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. That's all I can say. But I don't dwell on that either, because I do know how to forgive, I know how to pray, and I know how to let it go. I have a few people on my banner. There are links on my banner still that is in need of donations and funds. Two of them is disabled. Oh, excuse me. Using a wheelchair, put it that way. And They allow me to put up to at least 5 links on my banner. So I guess I've been had my page for so long. It allowed me to do that, so I thought I'd use them to help somebody else. So ooh, I just heard this buzzing like a fire alarm or something went off. And I was checking. I'm not cooking anything. So it stopped buzzing. I'm sitting here chatting, y'all. Look how far I done got on this little scrappy script. And I'm just finger pressing my seams to the darker side, whichever side is darker for me. And if you notice in here with this red and this white, I can connect 2 pieces together and still make a strip out. Awesome. Dig down here and find some more. Some of them come into pieces like this. I don't throw them away. I connect the dots. Sew them right back together. And by this being a crumb piecing strip that I'm making, once I'm done, I can always go back and shape it up. When I say shape it up, I'm talking about pull out my cutting mat and measure. Right now, this is at 3 1/4 inches wide, 3 1/4 inches across here, and you can make it as long as you need it. But when you trim it up, you try to trim it to keep that 3 1/4. I have a notification popped up. Excuse me. I've been not coming live for a couple of days due to I was in pain, and plus I switch over my internet. The company I was with was just, they got ridiculous on me. I'm here trying to save on my internet, and they put on my bill what they want to put on there and charge me for. Now here I go get a bill for $400, and I'm like, I did not order this. They've been trying to make me get this and make me get that, and I say, no, I don't want that. No. Telling them no do not work. I've been into the store a couple of times trying to get them to fix my bill. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, so very Terry. How you doing today? Hello, Barbara Jean Ritchie. She says, it's good for the kids to learn. My granddaughter loves sewing. I taught her on a machine and even bought her one. And she loves the hand sewing. That is awesome. That is awesome. When I first started, that's all I could do was hand sew, because we didn't have a machine. But I done told the story when my mama bought her first sewing machine, and she didn't know how to use it, not one bit. I had to use the sewing machine. And then to learn more about it, I took home economics in school. I took it in junior high, 2 years. I took the sewing class, and I took the home management class with finances and stuff like that. It helps. And after I got grown, I took a secretarial training academy class where I had to go off to school. It wasn't that long, just go off to finish up your college training, which mine wasn't that far. I just had to travel to Jackson, Mississippi, and spend the week in the hotel and stuff to finish out my skills, especially for typing and shorthand and stuff like that. Ask me something in shorthand now, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you at all, but back then, to get a good job, I was getting it. I thought shorthand was something amazing. I'm like, how can you understand this? Because you train, you go to school to take it. I say, yep. English people have the shorthand, half spell a word, and we supposed to know what it is. That was funny. Yeah. It's just something when you think about where you've been in life, the stuff you done been through, the things you done conquered and came through and got past and beyond it. Y'all know we didn't do that by ourselves. We had some help from God. Because only he could have did it. I'm taking my time and making these strips. I really don't have anything directly I'm going to do with them just yet. But they give me such peace and calming and relaxing. Can y'all see that? The colors are pretty. And they just calms me. I can keep on moving, sit here and talk. Probably could talk a whole day away and continue to put these together and sew. But I don't have enough bobbins threaded up to keep going. I supposed to be came in here early and thread my bobbins, y'all. And I'm always using a white thread to piece with. And the reason I use the white is because seeing issues. I can see white better than I can black or blue in it dark colors. And then if I have to use the ripper over him, I can sure enough pick the thread and not my fabric. Trying to see if I miss anybody comment. No. All right. I'm just waiting on my day in January. I think it's the 13th or 14th. Somewhere in there when I start this physical therapy. And I'm just hoping it worked for me. I'm claiming my healing, y'all. I got things I needs to do. I want to teach the community, which they know it will be free when I go out and set up and I'm in a van and have my little power station. I'm going to start with what I have. It ain't the one I want. I want to get the Jackery. I want to get the Jackery 2000 sometime or another, but any type of Jackery, will help. That Jackery is something, y'all. They're very good. And I used to talk about doing stuff like this. Now I'm going to do it because this is my chance and my opportunity to do it, to really share with the world what I know and experience. Some of the stuff I have experienced. I haven't experienced a whole lot, but there was also a quilt show coming up in February for, is it in Virginia? Somewhere in Virginia? I wish I wouldn't mind attending that as well. But I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna go slow because I have a lot of UFOs I have to get done. Oh, that's so pretty. Look. I like that little color fabric. Like the orange and the rustic in it. Oh, it just eats me up. I love it. And like I said, y'all, I don't claim to be perfect. I don't even claim to be professional. But I know I could take my time on this domestic here and make anything look as professional as I need it to look. And I have a friend, name is Julia. Julia Quiltall. Y'all might know her. She teaches some awesome classes. And she even teaches some through chatting. So I'm going to be looking forward to getting a class from her sometime in the sweet near future, I hope. And work some of my magic. I have enough done up that I can practice on, y'all. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Or got anything they would like to share? Do put it in the comment. Somebody might be in here that can answer if I can't answer. I don't snap nobody head off just for answering a question or responding to a comment, you know. I believe if we're gonna be allowed to speak, everyone should be allowed to speak and say what's on their mind that is dealing with sewing and quilting and stuff like that. You know, I give you the opportunity. Share your knowledge, share your skills. I think my neighbor has started to cooking. Oh, look at that. One diving. Oh, look at that. This is so sweet. And I don't cut off my salvage edge, y'all. I leave that on there. To me, that's a part of having scraps. That's part of being scrappy. Using everything you have. And this is not the making a square scrappy sewing. This is definitely making a script. I don't know how many I'm going to do like this. I'm just going to keep going and keep going. Maybe I'll do a whole bed full or so. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I apologize. I got more notification coming up. Okay. I do appreciate y'all coming in. Do give me the likes, thumbs up, y'all. Little encouragement to keep going, keep it moving. I haven't really been doing anything Christmasly. It's just my mind been just thinking, y'all. 3 years ago, I lost my sister. And seemed like when Christmas come around, every year it's like it's difficult or something to talk about the holidays, especially when you're missing your loved ones. But I understand life still goes on. I really do. You still have loved ones with you. It's just at some point we gotta let it go. Gotta let it go and keep going because that's what they would want us to do. Let it go, keep going. Because God work has to be done. It will be done. And that's what I kind of look at life to now. When things go wrong, you know, it must be a part of God's will. And everything happens for a reason. And I do mean everything. I just be praying, asking God to let me get the lesson out of it that I'm supposed to get. And keep it moving. So what y'all working on? What y'all have under y'all needle? Wow, these notifications really coming in. Beverly says, yes, holidays are very hard times of year for me as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Beverly, but I do know what you're talking about. It's just hard. You want to be cheerful, cheerful for others because they're enjoying it and you sitting back, going through your emotions in private. It be happening in private. And it's not easy. Look how long my strip, y'all. It's coming together. It takes some time to make these because do y'all know most of these strips is about 2/4 of an inch. I got maybe one or two. I thought I saw some blue. Oh, yeah, still about 2/4 of an inch because it takes a quarter on each side for the seams. So we looking at least 1 inch strip pieces. Now this is just a string. I couldn't use that on this way at the time, but I do have some heat and bond where I can just take this little string, iron it, and lay it on the heat and bond to cover space. And when I'm done covering all my space, ooh, excuse me, y'all, I can cover it with another piece of fabric or cloth or something. Then I can iron it and set it. And all that fabric will be set to the heat and bond. This do me good, y'all. I don't have to sit back and wait and see is Bobby coming to see me today or Susie coming to see me today. I don't be thinking about that. I be in here with my sewing machine, playing with some fabric and thread. Crumb fabric at that. Let me put a piece on this in there. Well, one thing I do have to do to make sure I put right sides together. I almost sewed it with the wrong side up. I was in my room watching a Christmas movie, and I said, I can watch TV anytime. Let me go make my video. Time I mostly want to go live, though, my phones and stuff go to ringing. I gotta check on my friend Ashara too, y'all. She started her podcast on YouTube here, where she a motivational speaker for young women and mothers that have children. Her name is Ashara Frazier. And I kind of applaud her. Just when you feeling down and want to give up, if you got somebody encouraging you, you're not going to give up. You're going to push on. So I really encourage her, to speak. Speak. You might help somebody. And even if you think you're not helping somebody out there needs to hear what you got to say. I like putting these scraps together. My grandson had a birthday, y'all. Bless his little sweetheart. I pick him up from school when school is out and take him to tutoring. I just love spending time with him. He over talkative. I love the way he asks questions and want to know. He's curious. And I'm like, a lot of times children learn the most when they're small like he is. And they're asking questions and stuff. They learn the most during that period in time of their life. I just love helping children and inspiring them. And somebody helped me, so I appreciate it. I do seek to do, return the favor. Excuse me a minute, child. Let me mute. Okay, sorry about that. My sinus is just draining crazy. I went to the doctor one time. They gave me some medicine that dried it up. I ain't never been able to dry it up again. I went back. They don't want to give me anything. But to God be the glory. It'll be all right. So some of the stuff I've been sharing on my Facebook page, a lot of it is from when I start to doing the community action of teaching others to quilt and sew. Right now I have I have 3 sewing machines that I'm using that's working good. And I have I have a bunch of them that I needs to take to the shop to get them fixed, get them serviced rather, cleaned up a little bit and stuff, and then I will be able to help more people. I have a couple tables that folds in half, so I know I could take the tables, and I have a few chairs, and they're folding chairs that I could use to put at the table for teaching and stuff. But I'm prepared to do what I gotta do. I'm not gonna be bound here in this house with whatever elements that I have going on. I'm not gonna let that hold me back. I'm not gonna let it sit me back. I'm not gonna let it keep me from teaching others the process I know of quilting and the love I have for it. I knew it wouldn't be long. One of my phones ringing. Can't answer it right now though. I like the brown. These are some of the little triangles, tiny triangles. These are so cute. And I just trim off the tails, the dog tails, and the thread. Do them like that and lay them to the side. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Let me mute a minute. Okay, I'm back. That was my niece, y'all. She always checking on me. I thank God for her. And y'all see, I be have to keep this kind of lotion or stuff around me. It's a lidocaine lotion, and it kind of helps numb and calm the pain. You get it at Walmart. A liquid. It helps. It helps greatly. I keeps it where I can get a hold to it. It just I'm sharing with y'all because somebody might be going through some of the same stuff I do. Nice little old scripts, tiny scripts. Maybe I'll just do this and keep doing it and see how many can I make for a year or so. Put them in a special container. Label it Crumbs. I have used excuse me. I have used 1 or 2 on these crumb blocks I've been working on over here. And I shared these photos on Facebook as well. Oh, I'm losing my little pattern to my doll. Well, not my doll, my lady. I found some fabric labels that had the name Katrina Rochelle or something like that. Can y'all see that? And I just crumbed all the way around the name. I think it was in a label. And then I did a crumb block. I printed out one of my labels and I crumbed it. I put it dead in the center of this block. So whatever quilt it go into, Everybody will know that it's a made by Campbell's Creation special. And this is the smaller version block of the lady that I draws, and I just picked out different kind of fabric to make her, well, you can see her face stand out more than her dress and her legs. But this is one I draw. This is the small memo poster stamps blocks I had. Some of those was left over. I put it on here, but the color on here with her kind of clashes a little bit to me. But it was all fun putting together to make. And then I still have this that I trimmed up to go with it. This was one of the crumb blocks I had made maybe a year earlier or something. And I have some more with the smaller ladies on it with the red blocks, and I misplaced them. Can't find them. But I have this to go with it because I was thinking of making a small wall hanging quilt with it. I'm sorry, I got something blocking. Okay. Oh, okay. Tora came in. Hi, Tora. Love you, Auntie. I love you too, baby. I love you. I've been telling them about the cruise we went on and how thank God you was there with us because we sure needed you. You helped us through a lot. I never knew we had to do so much walking to get on that ship. You be in a line, y'all, like a maze line. You going to this corner, turn, go that corner, turn, go that corner, go back up. You just doing this all like for an hour or so. Just standing in line. And when you finish that line, you got to wait till they call your number, go get in another line. And then you going through a maze again trying to get on the ship. And I do recommend telling y'all this. If you decide to go, ask for help. They do have people there that can help you with wheelchairs and stuff to get you on the boat where you need to go. Yes. We take somebody with you to help you. Hi, L Chime. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. I love that cruise, Tora. Hawaii is next, right? Hello, L Chimes. Hi, Miss Shirley, around about it. No, around to it. Sewing Sensation by Shady Susan. Hi, is Susan in here? Hello. Tora said, I cherish every moment. That's so sweet. I'm cherishing them too. As I sit here and think about, the people we had in our life, we loved and we lost them. And we have to continue to carry on because they would want us to go on. But I'm telling y'all, I have had a lot of difficult times, y'all. I haven't expressed a lot of it because I didn't feel the need to express it because once I tell it to Jesus, I leave it with Jesus. And he is my burden bearer. He's my heavy load carrier and everything I need. So I depend on him a lot for everything I need. Even when somebody do me wrong, I leave it with Jesus because if I try to handle it myself, I'm going to do it the wrong way. And y'all know, being human, we tend to do stuff the wrong way. So learning to love, heal, and forgive is some of the biggest qualities I have to have in my life. I have to. I can't go on without those. I ain't been singing much lately, y'all. I wanted to do karaoke on the ship, but the song I wanted to sing on the ship wasn't a gospel song. It was one of Whitney Houston's songs that said, "I will always love you." But I couldn't get all my lyrics straight and right, and so I didn't do it. Even though when you're doing karaoke, they give you the lyrics. I was still just too nervous to do it. I like having fun like that. Maybe I can do a YouTube karaoke or something. I don't know. Have to get that one figured out for sure. I like playing games, and y'all remember my favorite games with the numbers? Oh, it just had me laughing and cracking up every time. I like playing that game. Um, I got a few things I have to work on. Once I get them settled up, I'm gonna bring my game back because it inspires me when I play that game and someone win fabric or something. It helps me to keep striving because I can never sew up all the fabric. I can never sew it up, whether it's crumbs or real fabric yardage and stuff like that. So my thing is, do not gluttony the fabric. Share with your friends. So if I can play a game and get some joy out of it, yes, I'm gonna give fabric. I love playing that game, and giving fabric is just a bonus. I have had children start sewing and stuff. Um, when children start sewing and they have something they love to do in sewing, I pack them a box and I ship it out to them so they can keep it going. Because children is the next generations to come for whatever going on in the quilting world or the quilting market. I mean, if we're not teaching the younger generation, who gonna sew? Who gonna sew when we gone? So I have these machines. I gotta get some work. I have a bunch of machines that need work on them. I put them in my storage unit until I can afford to get them looked at. I can sew with them. It's just I don't want to sew with them when they in conditions where they need servicing. So I put them away. And the little featherweight I got that I showed y'all, a little senior featherweight, it's a newer version, kind of like this. It's beautiful. All it needed was a little cleaning up. It's so zigzag. It's so very well. And I'm very fond of my zigzag stitching, y'all, because I quilts with my zigzag stitches at times. And I shared a quilt on here, photos about a quilt I made for my daughter using zigzag stitches. It was red and white with the big flowers in it. And it's a way you have to attend to your machine and the stitches while using the zigzag to quilt it out like that. Some people call it embroidery quilting or whatever. I just love it. I love it. I like just being creative, spur of the moment, or come up with a theme in my head and make a quilt out of it, or just a little bit of different things, little things. I had to remove some thread and I was working on, let me see, can I find some more pretty colors? Put some of this, now this whole purple might fit on here. Yes. It'll fit. Tora, I forgot to check with Kiara and Deja to see what they like to come over to for the weekend. I'll call you and tell you more about it. But look like I might ought to be calling them because you know Kiki will get busy in a hurry. And I want her to work on her little quilt she been making. All right. It just amazing me. These little small pieces can just add up to a beautiful piece of fabric. I take a little off, trying to keep it straight, but can you see? It's kind of hard to keep it straight. So I just do it, continue to work it till just go to curving too much, then I'll stop. But look at there. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Let me see. I have all kind of little small strips that I can apply. Like I have this piece of gold here and this green. I have to look to try to make sure I'm getting the right side. I think that's the right side. Some people be like, oh, those pieces too small. They might be too small for some, but I love them, y'all. I love them. They is like a therapy to me. And if anybody got something they want to send to me, look in the description of this video and I listed my email. You can email me and I will email you my shipping, my mailing address so you can send it straight to me. And I will most definitely be using some of these crumbs and scraps to teach children. And they get to learn it all. This like I'm doing it for free. I'm not charging one of them, not 1 cent. It's all for free. And the reason I'm doing it like that is because I have such a love and a joy for it. If I didn't have someone to teach me for free, I couldn't pass it on to someone else. And by me being lucky to have someone to teach me for free, I would pass it on for free. That's a nice little old square. I'm trying to get thread out of it, but I'll get it out later. I have a bunch of notification. Okay, let me see. Looking awesome, Beverly says. Thank you, Beverly. Sewing Sensation by Shady Susan. Very pretty. Thank you, Susan. Joyce said, gotta get back to work. Have a wonderful day. Okay, Joyce, be blessed. Have a wonderful evening. Kim said, I have calls to make, so have to go. Okay, y'all have a great day. See you later, Kim. Thank y'all all for stopping in, coming by. El Chime said, will do, Miss Ellen. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care. Thank you. Okay. Y'all be safe out there. I just continue to work on this a little bit. I'm have to get off of here in a minute myself because I have to rest myself up before I can go pick up my grandson from school. And right now, I got a little time to rest. So I'm going to go and get off of here as well. I'm going to continue to work on my strips, my scrap bead crumb scripts, and I done covered the other one up, I guess. Here it is. And I'm going to keep them together. This is bigger scripts here. And I'm going to call my niece back too, so thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming in, sitting with me, chatting with me a little while today here. I appreciate it. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Ask whatever questions is needed. I will reply, even if I have to get back to you. Oh, thank you, Tora. She said that's why you are blessed. Thank you, Tora. Okay, goodbye, Beverly. Y'all have a blessed day. Goodbye, Shady Susan. Thank you for coming in, sitting with me. I appreciate it. Y'all stay blessed. I love y'all. Have a good evening. Bye now.